Hello everyone, I am Hema Sati Sharma, TGT Science. Students, we are discussing the chapter called Conservation of Plants and Animals for class 8th. We have already discussed the topic of conservation and deforestation, causes of deforestation and consequences of deforestation. Today we will be learning about conservation of forest and wildlife. So we have studied that conservation is very important. Conservation of natural resources is very important so that they can be used in future and by future generations. So what do we need to conserve? We need to conserve forest and we need to conserve our wildlife. So how we are going to conserve these natural resources? So to conserve these resources, governments of different countries have made different rules. So to prevent deforestation and for the conservation of forest and the wildlife which is living inside that forest, the government has implemented many rules. Government has also implemented methods and policies. So government has made a Wildlife Protection Act in 1972. In this act, government has created various protected areas. So these areas are identified and these are protected so that the human activity like hunting and poaching and deforestation cannot be happen on these protected areas or forest. So these protected areas are called sanctuaries, national parks and biosphere reserves. These have been marked where activities like plantation, cultivation, grazing of animals, hunting, poaching, etc. are prohibited. So, to conserve forest and wildlife, various governments of various countries have created protected areas. These protected areas are obviously forest and these are called sanctuaries, national parks and biosphere reserves. And these protected areas, human activities like plantation, cultivation and grazing of pet animals is prohibited. Hunting and poaching of wild animals are also prohibited. So first of all, we will study about wildlife sanctuaries. Wildlife sanctuaries are the areas which are reserved for protection and giving suitable living condition to animals. Animals are safe from any external disturbances with very limited human activity. So this is a point to be noted that in wildlife sanctuaries, the human activity is very limited and the protection is given to the animals. Now, activities like hunting, poaching, capturing of animals, etc. is prohibited in these sanctuaries. Sanctuaries have given protection to many endangered species. Now, what are endangered species? The species which are in danger of being extinct. Okay? So, endangered species like black buck, white-eyed buck, elephant, golden cat, pink-headed duck, ghadial, marsh crocodile, python and rhinoceros, etc. So, these endangered species has been given protection by these sanctuaries. There are almost 492 wildlife sanctuaries in India. Indian sanctuaries have unique landscapes. They have broad level forest, mountain forest and bushlands and deltas of big river. Some of the well-known sanctuaries in India are Bandipur Sanctuary in Karnataka, Sultanpur Lake Bird Sanctuary in Haryana, etc. So here in this picture we can see that in the map there are so many wildlife sanctuaries in India. These red spots, these are all wildlife sanctuaries spread all across the India. Next is about national park and this we will be covering in our next lecture. Thank you.